Our first runner this season is ProfPie, a Minecraft event analyst. She's picked up her skills from countless hours of VOD reviewing and has a horrible sleep schedule, but those skills are going to be put to the test here on stage 1. There is a massive crowd on the sideline. Whoa, she's just warping across Snake Run. Looks like we're starting off with a bit of a lagger, and she moves to overpass, gotta catch the moving bar, there we go. Now shooting down the deadly double dipper. She's got the transfer, can she make the dismount? Perfect landing. Holding down the accelerator for the bouncing spider, got the jump, but ProfPie loses traction in the walls. That's an abrupt way to start this season of Minecraft Ninja Warrior. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to Season 6 of Minecraft Ninja Warrior. Somehow this competition has actually produced a 6th broadcast, which is more than Star Challenge despite that starting like half a year before this. Last time it was newcomer Jxojo who made it the furthest, and this time 45 determined athletes are here to become the first to climb Mount Shockbite and win that sweet, sweet Discord Nitro. And next up, taking their shot at stage 1 will be Yaz, who didn't compete last season but is making their return hopefully for a more successful result, as he failed the double dipper back in season 4. Very highly regarded figure in the Roblox Ninja Warrior community. He is the Robloxian Ninja Warrior after all. Took an unorthodox path on Snake Run, went all over the joint, but he's good. He hasn't attempted this obstacle overpass, let's see how he handles it. Yeah, that bar's looking out of reach, man. But wait, the backwards momentum? Backwards momentum getting him barely enough for that far lache. Advanced Minecraft techniques, how do you know how to do that? And he lands on the back edge of the slanted platform. Yaz is having a run of all time, and we're 4 obstacles in. Back edge of the slime trapdoor flick, what is going on? It's just close call after close call. And now for tetherball, onto the second ball, now to the third. Oh, his luck finally runs out. But Yaz certainly put on a performance to remember. Sorry to interrupt. If you want to compete in the next season and be featured in one of these videos, then you can join the Minecraft Ninja Warrior Discord server in the description. Season 7 is going to have a bigger prize, and you won't want to miss out. Also, feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos. It's free, and it helps the competition out. Now back to the broadcast. Now it's time for the self-proclaimed ninja cop, KalobPlayz, to hit the course. He'll be the first Bedrock player, a mobile player too, back for a 3rd season. Time limit is set to 150 instead of 145 for all Bedrockers, due to a couple of course changes between versions. He failed the 2nd obstacle overpass last time, but with its nerfs, you should have an easier time trying to get through. Having a bit of a stare down right now, you can tell that he does not want to double down and failing this one. And it doesn't seem like he'll try to go from the moving bar. Let's see if he sends the long jump, and the cops caught it. Not gonna lie, I really wasn't expecting that. I'm sorry, Kaleb. Wasn't familiar with your game. Looking very hesitant on the double dipper though. He's got it. No, he does not got it. How do you fail there? This thing's free on Bedrock. Hey, at least he got a personal best. Big W. Numero runner quattro will be Complexname, a generational moron. Ouch. Okay, now I feel bad. What did anyone ever do to you, Complex? What did anyone ever do to you, man? Oh my god, he just sent a double 4 block. Absolute psychopath behavior, but hopefully that's a sign for incredible things to come. He's already through overpass, blitzing through significantly faster than the past 3 runners, and no sweat, tackling the double dipper. Ladies and gentlemen, Complexname is schmoovin'. Now he's gotta get the slime bounce. Oh, that's a very sudden exit. Quite a shame, he was kinda cooking. About to kick off their 3rd attempt on stage 1 is the Spider Slayer, Blacklord, also known as Tons, but I'm gonna call him Blacklord because that's his Minecraft IGN. Calls himself the Spider Slayer since he's failed the bouncing spider twice and is looking to finally beat it. But I also haven't shown one of his runs in full yet, and thought it'd be nice to do so this time. Looks like he's gonna take the long jump strats a lot of people have learnt from last season, and are finding this technique more effective, Blacklord being no different. Ready to face the dipper, he's also pretty adept at Roblox Ninja Warrior apparently. He wanted me to mention that. And here's his nemesis, both attempts he stuck the initial jump, but came up short on the pendulum. Can 3rd times be the charm? He's landed it! Blacklaw living up to that Spider Slayer title. He hasn't got a lot of time left though, in a time crunch halfway through the course. At least he's picking up the pace by full sending the ice balls. Traversing through the right side, but can't wrap around enough to stay on that pole. Well, he came out and did what he set out to do at least. Next to take on the first stage is Jack is Trash. I'm just kidding, that's actually Lamau returning for his second season in a Jackson Trash cosplay. As for why he's cosplaying, I don't know. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, or something. Belting through the left side of Snake Run, we just saw Blacklord exceed his expectations by beating the bouncing spider, and now I'm sure Lamau is hoping to do the same to stop being a professional 1.4 failer. And instead he fails an obstacle before, on bedrock no less. Now this is a man who's competed in every season so far, GoodMorninCam. Also known as Cam38, he's made to stage 2 3 times, but this season, he's coming in with a heavy heart. After doing complete arse last season, he lost his job, became depressed, and now he doesn't have the money to even buy a single bag of Doritos for his kids. He needs this month of Discord Nitro more than anyone. He gave me his last bits of cash to spread his message, and if you're struggling with mental health, call 988, the suicide hotline. Get some help in some way, I don't know. Anyway, Cam, he's running, now he's swimming, he's making the transfer, he's making the dismount. Clean run thus far. He frauded out on the bouncing spider last season, wasn't able to land on the pendulum. How did he fail that last time? He made that look easy. Next few obstacles he's all completed, as well as 2 of the 3 segments of the new flying finale, the last obstacle. Gonna take a chance on the left side, being rather careful. Hop onto the hanging ball, he's safe. A minute left, going up the warped wall right now. And does it in one. Cam's been killing it so far. Water is wet, grass is green, nothing out of the ordinary. And let's hope the dipping birds don't trip him up. He's totally chilling there, and hopefully he's not chilling too hard because the flying finale is tricky. Taking some time to gather momentum for that first transfer. And that time is on his side, there's no need to rush. There's also no need to land on that rotating bar, but there is a need to lock in on the up for grab segment. First flick, one and done. Seconds on his right. Cam gets both flicks with ease, 20 seconds remaining. This trapdoor wall is a bit of a victory lap for the veteran. He's done it. Cam the man is going back to stage 2. He conquered the obstacle that took him out last season and never stopped moving. That run was smooth as butter, and he still has a chance at that nitro for his family. What an inspirational run. Actually, I don't care, his family can starve. Before our next runner, let's take a look at some more competitors who took their shot at stage 1. Hi-Am Galactic returned for the first time since season 1. The athlete bounded past Snake Run, but he didn't have the leaves for overpass. Then it was Crushery. The Craftscape veteran made his way through Snake Run, then missed a beat on the overpass. And third was Deadvid, competing for a 6th time. Last season he had the run of his life getting all the way to the Dipping Birds, but this time the water type Pokemon wasn't very effective on the Double Dipper. Last season, I didn't get to commentate for this competitor, but here we have the host of her own Ninja Warrior competition Froggy, Froggy. As per usual, her boyfriend Kori is on the sidelines and he'll be up next, so it's important for him to get a good analysis of the course before he attempts it himself. Last season Froggy actually failed on one of those ice ball leaps, so this is technically a personal best for her, and this will be her first time facing the warped wall. Amazing builder, amazing artist, she does it all for both her comp and Star Challenge, but will be forced to take a second attempt at the wall. Luckily you're getting it that try. In a bit of a pickle for time, and she's not wasting any time darting across the Dipping Birds. Making that obstacle look like light work, also is high ping, but fortunately that's only really impacted Froggy on the wall so far. No problem with Flying Finale's first section, cutting it close on that stationary bar. Onto the rotating hook, and she'll be approaching the toughest segment. This one's up for grabs. No! 2 lever flicks and a trapdoor wall away from her first buzzer. So close for the Frogskate host, and Kori will come over to try to cheer her up. Speaking of KoriSneako, yeah, here he is. I'm as disappointed as you are to see him again. He also seems to have had a stroke when writing his bio. He should probably seek some medical attention after this run. Froggy's taken his place on the sideline, and it looks like the furry is all ready to go. The Star Challenge host has actually advanced to stage 2 once back in season 3. Since then, he's had some incredibly mediocre results. Though last season he was on a controller, so I'll give him a pass for that. Always been a fan of sending the far grab and right into the dipper, which he's had a hatred of ever since it was built. Don't worry, double dipper haters, this obstacle's getting replaced in the next season. As for what it's getting replaced with, well, you'll find out soon. He just saw his girlfriend Froggy get all the way to the final obstacle, and if he does worse, then he's definitely getting made fun of, so the pressure's on, especially on Tetherball, which he's never completed. Certainly seems like going to the right side of the pole is preferred. We'll have to see if that route holds up with the rest of the competitors. His girlfriend got up the wall in 2, Kori's only up in 1. He's not selling, I'm actually very surprised. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, get off that final bird. He leaps off just in time. Now can he redeem both Froggy and his own reputation by completing the flying finale? Easily through that first section, landing on the stationary bar. What are you doing, Kori? Hello? Alright, I don't know what was going on there. His brain short-circuited, but he'll actually time his landing to the rotating bar. Can he forge a pass to the end? Hits that first lever very early and it works out. And Kori gets the second flick. Oh, he's being so cautious, I don't blame him. It would be an embarrassment for his season to end on this trapdoor wall. Luckily, I doubt that's happening. He doesn't beat Cam's time, but Kori finally makes his return to stage 2. Yeah, he was basically hyperventilating in call. Shows his passion for the competition. Maybe. And up to the start line now is the always ecstatic Lavaburgs, competing for a 4th season. He'll be fine. We've got a big crowd watching on, including a couple of people who aren't even going to be competing this season, and they're all here to watch Lavaburgs light up the course. Well, he certainly hasn't had the best track record when it comes to Minecraft Ninja Warrior. 2 fails on the 3rd obstacle and another on the 4th, but with one of the biggest crowds to show up this season, now's as good a time as any to lock in. Through 2 obstacles, let's see how he handles the double dipper. There's a transition, little swim, and a smooth landing on the edge of that platform. But this is where the MC Heroes admin fell last time, over on that pendulum bounce. He gets it this time, there we go. MC Heroes is an upcoming event planned to have some unique minigames, and let me tell you, it takes a lot of dedication to start an event, so good on him, but right now he's absolutely cruising through Tetherball. This obstacle's been so difficult these past 2 seasons, and Lavaburgs just got through without breaking a sweat. 1 minute remaining, can't get up the wall in 1, and that's a disqualification for jumping off the course. You were doing so well, man. Right here is another veteran looking to make a return to stage 2. Oh shit, abort, abort. My apologies, Syhphr. Alright, we're going for take 2. Right here is another veteran looking to make a return to stage 2, Syhphr. Typically she would be competing alongside her girlfriend Sunshower, but she opted to sit out for this season, leaving Syhphr to fly solo. I mean, when she reached stage 2 back in season 3, she was competing alone. I'm just saying. Also a big old Pokemon nerd, she's been really close to beating stage 1 for a 2nd time in the past, though her results have kinda stagnated. Never had any issues with the first half of the course, and easily lands on the pendulum so far, on a very quick pace. Coming in hot into Tetherball, takes a pause on the 2nd ice ball, and doesn't have the momentum to reach the 3rd. Well, that's unfortunate. Wagwan, my drillers, I am so sorry. We are here with the very British boy, Mattythediv. He ran on Java last time for some reason and did not cook on the double dipper, but now he's back on the controller with Bedrock. Unfortunately, he cannot be the first Brit to beat stage 1 because that honor went to Syhphr back in season 3, but he can still become the first Bedrock clear 3 seasons in the making, and the first Polish clear because Mans is Polish. Matty is back to the double dipper which ended his season early last time. but he's got the pink depth strider booties this time, which will prevent him from falling again unless he's a bum. All in the leather boots, right there. Matty's the host of Bedrock Sasuke, yet another Ninja Warrior event. Now the slime bounce, he'll be getting through without a problem. He must avoid slipping into the water here on Tetherball that ended his debut run back in Season 4. Through the first bit, the ice balls. Going right, even though going through that route didn't work out last time. Gonna run down and he's onto the final stretch. The power of tea and crumpets compels him, he's up the wall in one. You can do it, Mattythediv. No, you can't! What was that? He was so excited to have got past the wall that he forgot to hit the spacebar. Well, now he'll take a proper attempt at the dipping birds. 1, 2... He would have failed anyway. Well, now there's not one, but two Mattythedivs here to cheer on fellow British competitor Deniz, a newcomer this season, and only the second best fish and chips enjoyer. That title remains with Matty unless Deniz can make it past the dipping birds. Solid 4-block on the left side of Snake Run, but I don't know much about this guy. He's part of the Minecraft game show community and is pals with Jxojo, but is he as talented as Jxojo? I guess we're about to find out. Not too bad so far on the dipper, he's through, speeding along nicely. Can he stick the bouncing spider? Nice stick and an even nicer music sync that was extremely intentional. Trapdoor clutches on the left side of the pendulum and Deniz is looking great for time, folks. Definitely the fastest pace so far, but looks like he'll take a pause on the first ice ball jump. Looking for some specific setups here on Tetherball, and those setups will help him across the first half. Left side traversal, 1 minute remaining. Used up quite a bit of time with the setups. And now he's on the final stretch, but because he took that safe approach, Deniz has to get through these last two tough obstacles fast. Sub 50 remaining up the wall is possible, but rushing can lead to mistakes, especially on the dipping birds. One last bird to leap past, and Deniz has taken the title of the best fish and chips enjoyer. F in the chat for Matty. Now how efficient can he be on flying finale? There's the first section basically done, on to part 2 with the rotating bar. The clock is ticking, forget the bar though, a direct jump to the water is all he needs. He has to rush, there's no other option. What is he doing? Oh, flicking the lever before making the jump. But it's a slower technique, there's the second flick. Klaxon's about to sound, oh! Deniz skips the entire trapdoor wall and becomes our third finisher. That's how to abuse ping right there. This rookie was looking sharp on the course until Tetherball, yet even with the time struggle, he invented new tech on up for grabs and pulled off a massive skip to clutch up. Generational performance right there, and we'll be seeing more of him on stage 2. After Deniz cleared, we had a couple more Brits take on the course, starting with JCatTV, who returned for the first time since Season 3 but took a tumble on Overpass. Hamoto was next, and the Britske host made it all the way to the penultimate obstacle on his rookie season, though this time, the 400 ping demon got cut off on the bouncing spider. Then, it was Jxojo, who was also representing the game show community with friend Kiite watching on, but like JCat, he was unable to scrape through Overpass. Speaking of Kiite, he's going to be up next. And Jxojo is now over on the sidelines giving his support. Kiite is a Minecraft game show builder, also from England, but unfortunately I have run out of British jokes. It's truly a dark time to be commentating right now. Well, at least he's done better than Jxojo, and now we must survive everyone's favorite, not controversial obstacle. He gets through with no issues. Off the trampoline, ooh, that looks close. Seems like he was only barely able to stick that, but can he stick this pendulum grab? With a cheeky trapdoor flick, he's got it. If Kiite wants that clear, he'll definitely have to pick up the pace. Or maybe he can go for the tetherball skip, remember that exists. No, he's not gonna do that, he's lame. Going around as a strong lefty, aw, bloody hell, he's fallen into the water. I am gutted for this newcomer. The British competitors are finally done, so we're moving back to an Aussie. He's competed in every season with minimal success. It's Clutch 9. Let's see how the bear does this time. One of only 8 competitors to have competed in all 6 seasons, and one of only 3 to have never completed stage 1. Could this finally be his time, or will he screw up in hilarious fashion once again? I definitely respect him for always coming back despite failing so often. Same thing with fellow veterans Deadvid and Jackastrash. They're always trying their best, even if they don't succeed. Somehow Clutch has never failed a spider obstacle. He eats spiders for breakfast. Not literally, you know what I mean. Whatever. He's quite the MCC Island grinder, and for the past few seasons, he's actually been a course tester, which you might think gives him a substantial advantage, but do you see this man improving by being a tester? I didn't think so. If he somehow clears, then hey, go ahead and call rigged, but I don't think he will. Got a minute remaining past the warped wall. This is really good pace, though. Clutch failed the dipping burst last season. Is he gonna get quick drop by them again? No, surprisingly, he handles that pretty smoothly, but how will he handle flying finale? Backs up for this first jump and easily grabs the red set of bars. Now for part 2, does the Pain Neo, and doesn't need to time it to the rotating bar. Oh my god, he's kinda cooking. He's already sent the first up for grabs transfer. Surely he can't do it again. And Clutch does it again. He's going to destroy Cam's time. Guys, I was joking about calling the competition rigged. I swear, it's not. And Clutch gets his very first buzzer with just under 20 seconds left on the clock. Man, I'm so happy for him. He finally did it after 5 seasons of agonizing failure, but let's be real, I'm not beating the rigging allegations anytime soon. For the past 2 seasons, Bowlingminer has failed inches away from the end of the first stage. Can 3rd time's the charm be true for this Bedrock veteran? Wearing some netherite boots because he thinks he's hot shit, the Trash Out staff member has remarkable consistency, but in this context, that's not a good thing. He's used to being surrounded by water at all times whilst working on Trash Out, which is basically a Minecraft wipeout event owned by Jackastrash, so he's become really good at obstacles involving water. And he will be the 2nd Bedrock player through the Dipper this season. Wow, that's actually really sad. Bouncing Spider Bowling shouldn't have a problem with. It took him out in Season 3, and it's been child's play for him ever since. Actually, he should really be fine up until the end. He's done all of these remaining obstacles twice, and his pace hasn't been too bad so far. If he keeps moving steadily, it'll be smooth sailing, but he's gonna take a year to line up this first jump around the pole. Sure, you do you. This jump's a little harder, and it won't phase bowling. A bit over 55 seconds remaining, that's fine, as long as you don't fumble the warped wall. Oh, come on, you midget. He really needs to hurry it up. And he's gonna be able to scale it in 2. Unlike the previous seasons, Bowling's just got 2 more obstacles in his path. First are the dipping birds, he's familiar with these. Come on, man. Late leap, but he's living. The flying finale though, this is where it gets intense. 30 seconds, this is not a predicament you want to be in. Done with part 1, preparing the leap onto the rotating hook. This is going to come down to the wire. He's only got the up for grabs in his path, but that eliminated him last season. First flick down. There's no time to rest. Just go. Go, man. There's the klaxon. Get to the wall. What are you doing? Why are you waiting? No! No! I am amazed and appalled at the same time. Not only has Bowling failed at the end 3 seasons in a row, but it turns out he's had misses on the warped wall 3 seasons in a row. He misses at the end once again. Better luck next time. Unlike Bowlingminer, we've got a real contender on Bedrock up on the stage. This is Kumada, who has the honor of being the first Japanese competitor in Minecraft Ninja Warrior. Now, I don't really know a lot about this foreign competitor, but from what I've heard within the community, he is a top competitor in the Japanese Minecraft Ninja Warrior scene. I mean, Ninja Warrior originated in Japan, it only makes sense that they've got their own Minecraft events there. He's got a massive spectating crew watching on, everyone's eager to see this first impression that Kumada's hoping to make on the course. Bouncing Spider though has destroyed newcomers in the past, not many have gone down this season, and Kumada's not adding to that tally. This is also, I believe, his first Java event. I know he's running on Bedrock, but since the server is Java hosted, it's a Java event. Haven't seen many a strong lefty this season. Kumada quickly through, and here's an obstacle I'm sure he's faced many times in many variations. Absolutely no issues, but I doubt he's faced anything like the dropping platforms of the dipping birds. 1, 2, 3, oh, caught up. 4, ooh, nice recovery. That fastest time currently set by Clutch is looking very obtainable, as well as the title of first bedrock clear. But anyone can choke on the flying finale. Once you're here, your nerves are skyrocketing. Kumada times his jump to the rotating bar. Here's the big choke point. There's one flick, one more to go. Could this be it? This is it! As long as he doesn't make an error on the trapdoor wall, he's good. In Season 4, bedrock compatibility was introduced to Minecraft Ninja Warrior, and after 23 attempts, Kumada has made history by becoming the first bedrock clear. This competition is so much different than anything he's faced, yet he was able to handle it all with ease. He may not have the fastest time, but Kumada is the first bedrocker on stage 2. Game Show Nerd, Game Show Fan is up next, making a return for their sophomore season. As you can expect from someone labeling themselves as a game show nerd, he's quite well versed in everything game show related. Last time he got to the bouncing spot, oh you absolute muppet. Congrats man, you're the first person ever to fail Snake Run. Yet somehow, he wasn't the only one. First was Dark, he installed the game yesterday, so that makes sense. Then it's just Zach, he's a newcomer, benefit of the doubt. Then the Shiny Pepper failed, okay, that's weird. Then Mr. Llama failed. How are 5 people failing the first obstacle? Flowing through the Double Dipper is returning veteran Sourish Candle. Absolutely cracked MCC Island player, Movement 1 trick, Hypixel Skyblock victim, Attack Helicopter, Pokemon addict, and now the #1 Lyxite fan. He does it all. He is literally everything. Lyxite, by the way, is another competitor in case you were wondering. Sour might have missed last season, but he's returned stronger than ever and is ready to dunk on stage 1. He actually failed Tetherball back in season 4, but from the way he's moving you really wouldn't know it. Moderate pace so far with only 2 more obstacles in his path. He's never tried the dipping birds and I don't think that's gonna phase him. He's gliding through it easily. Alright, now the up for grabs segment of Flying Finale should be a cakewalk for Sour since he has great aim. Can he get through these first parts though? This upcoming rotating bar hasn't posed an issue for any competitor. Some are ignoring the rotation altogether, but Sour choosing to time his leap. Half a minute left, gonna need to use Rivali's Gale for these jumps. There we go, didn't need to break a sweat. And it looks like Sourish Candle will make a triumphant return to the second stage. Up the bubble columns, getting his 4th buzzer and 3rd stage 1 clear. There's not really much to say, dude just had a very solid and consistent run. I'm just letting this music play out because it's a bop. The rest of the course is awaiting him in the next episode. How are we doing, Lyxite? I feel like I just mentioned you. It's Mr. Smiley Showdown for his own event. The Showdown that's Smiley, the showdown featuring fun and unique minigames owned by Lyxite and Lastfire. Smiley Showdown. That event, yeah. He managed to survive stage 1 and reach stage 2 last season. I think he surprised even himself. We now know he's certainly capable of making it back. Smiley Showdown hosted his first event a couple months ago. I was part of it. It was very fun. I got top half individually and that's like the best I've ever done in anything. Enough about me, let's actually focus on the man running the course. I'm not sure why he's lagging considering this is an Aussie server and he is Aussie. Is he still lagging? I think the lag subdued. False alarm. Now racing through Tetherball on the ice balls, quickly past them. He's beat this obstacle twice, should be fine. I'm not sure when the next event of Smiley Showdown's gonna happen. I sure hope to be a part of it. Oh no! Oh, Lyxite's season comes to an early end. That's a bit of a shock. Well, here's someone that's really wanting a shot at redemption more than anyone, Minesafth. Responsible for fixing Overpass last season, he's come back to the course with a vengeance, having built an entire replica of Stage 1 to practice on. Dude is as dedicated to this competition as Prime Swerve. Although some obstacles have been modified, doesn't look like he's actually a fan of sending that long jump. Minesafth going to reset Overpass to have another shot at grabbing the moving bar. Very smart maneuver that hopefully doesn't cost too much time, though he's trying to make up for it now. And this obstacle right here is the one he's practiced on the most because it ended his season previously. Incredible camera work there, and Minesafth easily trapdoor flicks past the pendulum. To most competitors, this is unknown territory, but For someone who built a replica, these next few obstacles should be in his ballpark. He knows the right side is the quicker option. How's the dismount? Perfect. Doing just fine for time, though you're going to want to be efficient on these last obstacles because those nerves will start flaring if you're low on time. Handling these dipping birds smoother than, honestly, most people so far. And Minesafth made it to the final obstacle. Oh no! Oh no! He tried to leap to the second set of bars immediately after climbing and didn't have the momentum. Such a shame to go out on the one new obstacle on this stage. Next up is a rising star of the competition, Fire Touch. Last season, after beating stage 1 for the first time, he managed to take the third best result. Since his debut in season 2, he's only been improving, and he's finally established himself as one of the top competitors. Honestly, he could be a threat to reach stage 3 given how he was just one of 3 competitors to beat the hammer drop on stage 2 last season, which took out both KoriSneako and Sam, 2 of the best competitors. Long jump strats coming into play. Last season, he didn't clear stage 1 with a lot of time remaining, and speed is more crucial than ever, like we saw a while ago with Deniz barely clearing in time. He sticks the spider jump, climb up the walls, and no need to trapdoor clutch. Fire Touch cooking with some heat right now, but he's got to have ice in his veins here on the slippery tetherball. Long-time viewers, you know what he's doing. First-time viewers, I present to you the tetherball skip. He invented that back in season 4 and is a totally legal and sick move. Still with a minute left on the clock, I know he can't really gauge a fastest time just yet, but it definitely looks like he's at least going for a top time now. Right into the— whoa! That's an unlucky slip. With the foot on the accelerator, he landed on the left edge of the first bird and just tripped off. And just like that, one of last season's biggest surprises is down on stage 1. Let's take a look at 2 more competitors who ran really late, so I had trouble fitting them into the video. Syhphr was back for his 3rd season. Last time he failed overpass, this time he failed it again. Then it was Skywarrior, another 6-time veteran who beat stage 1 last season, and he was moving lightning fast until the warped wall. But taking a second attempt didn't hold him back, as he crushed the dipping birds and the flying finale to put up the fastest time so far. Cue the Ore Farm intro. After 34 runners, we've reached our final competitor for this episode, the last man standing of Season 5, Jxojo. He is a legendary game show player and the ultimate swag demon. Let's see how much swag he'll bring to the course this season. His debut season might have started out rough as he didn't clear stage 1 with much time remaining, but he absolutely demolished stage 2, being the only clear, even though so many great competitors tried the same stage and failed. Since competing in Minecraft Ninja Warrior, he's also competed in some other community competitions, getting some pretty solid results, and outside of Minecraft, he is a Tetris master on the cusp of, I believe, top 100 in the world. 1.2 million high score, ridiculously impressive, and I thought I was decent at Tetris. Nah, I'm ass. Jxojo's got a consistent strat on tetherball where he jams from the back step of each ice ball, and we're gonna see that one more time here. A minute remaining. That pace is perfectly fine as long as he's up the wall in 1. Easily up it. Onwards to the dipping birds. Not many have fallen here, only 2 this episode, but Jxojo's hoping to avoid becoming the 3rd. Close call, got a very late dismount, but he's shrugging it off. Flying finale requires so much focus, it's by far the hardest final or penultimate obstacle we've introduced. Despite that, 7 players have beat it so far. That just shows how strong these competitors are becoming. Fuck OBS. Here's the final section. Flicks once, got that. This one's up for grabs. And Jxojo's done it again. I hope. Don't fumble the trapdoor wall, man. Everyone's going for this same back and forth climb. Very safe method. Not the fastest clear, though the last man standing is 2 for 2 on stage 1. It really feels like Jxojo's kicked his skill level up a notch as he traversed through every obstacle so easily, keeping his consistent techniques from last season, whilst also adding some more speed. Can he make it back to stage 3 or even reach stage 4 for the first time? We'll be seeing more of him next episode. So far, we've seen 8 clears on stage 1, with the current fastest time held by Skywarrior. 6-time veteran Clutch surprisingly has the second fastest, closely followed by the first Bedrock player on stage 2, Kumada, and Zelda fan Sarish Candle. Last season's last man standing Jxojo is next fastest, with community veterans Cam and Kori right behind, and the slowest time goes to British newcomer Deniz. Next episode, 9 more competitors will test their might on stage 1, with plenty of stars amongst that group, and everyone who's left will take on stage 2. Will anyone advance to stage 3 or even stage 4? Find out next episode on Minecraft Ninja Warrior.